Baby, I'm not quite many my year, do baby, and no munch down hammy. Because we don't have me, I may how. But Tago, any titi, my idea. That could match them with the time, some my idea. Yamin pa. Sir, we need to 300 this year. Na wonu omo kwa kusiase a we hye ni papa titru woni e ma be 3 4 5 ehia na wonu omo ye adwuma kusiase a ewo eso omo chen mema da kro me kirase ena me da ase me sori na we hu me bi omu a eno anu gwen
Onuya
me ba seda ti sam so no ahum bi ma
ajeta
na no ano
Captain Smart, the king of morning shows.
ye to so bi omu ni se area so de oso wansana and not to ase.
Wani.
Meaning, the also once na and not to ase.
Oh, I don't know.
Now the also wa is and not to to ase. Poto. If you were if you busy. A cry can't call bicycle a Land Cruiser. A cry can't call Land Cruiser a bicycle. To use a bicycle be now first in your friend Vuzanga Volvo. Ba Volvo enya Vuzanga Volvo no enya car Volvo na ye kan we bicycle kakraka bonsa kochiro ne ye kone ye basa ba obua ye mfa diesel ye mfa petrol ngum na no an ye kono
Say they are a president.
say entonton cow na bo ho na wote ya we nche say we ye boxer.
Yenu aba nyame ya wadom na se oba akunya na so
Da mamenda onua tiefo ne ahwefo nyina ase.
Wani.
My idea.
Onuya
Baby I free.
Yadwene mu wo.
Any baby I be dri.
Yadwene mu wo.
Oh, my idea dodo.
Say they are a president.
My idea pa. I'm a producer named the Amebeka. Pa.
Flanu for a president.
Ya betcha e tomkra. Amenda antibi ase.
Onuya
Menda Mr. Nuyama Mr. Afo Antiama. Mr. Ma. Sales department, technical department, marketing,
Onuya
makeup, even those who clean you with here, security, everybody. Mo amope masema minimu, mo amotami ya minimu za motami, ba mo ntimi anyame foko. Me ntimi nyame he.
ajeta
God bless all of you. God bless all of you. Because the TN say, Bible say, mo kwa baby ni yeje mo amunshira ho.
Bibini.
But the akana Bible amfanka ho. You have done well. I mean, from the beginning, where nobody thought that it could work. Now we are all enjoying it. Thanks be to God. Methodist for one kind Bible ne do baby able say astronomer so thanks be to God.
Amen. Oh.
Let me thank those who I'll leave them behind.
Wani.
You've all done well.
onua,
From security to diners.
Onia machi o. Ye tie Captain Smart.
And then-
Oja.
Enipa bi wɔ hɔ a woyɛ adwuma otimi bua ba no hu no. MCR minimum nipa dodo ɛwɔ hɔ. CVTR minimum nipa dodo ɛwɔ hɔ. Akade hen. All of you. Conti, you've done so well. And today I want to bow respectfully.
Listen to the king,
Say God bless all of you.
Captain Smart, the king of morning
Enya mo anka
shows.
yenra o. Oh boy.
Onia machi
We
o.
will not get here.
onua,
Na mo na mo aye. Yeduru baby a yeduru. Bema be yi bi. Wa me ni na.
Say the Yakunta president.
Bema. Be yi bi. Wa me ni na. Na afei from the newsroom
Wani.
everybody
onua,
Onia machi o.
Flanu for
my first camera person Nash, my first
yeah?
producer Timo, and everybody, you guys, you've done a yeoman's job. Me ye frame aye boafo osagefo
onua,
Onia machi o.
won tenka mema watenka enso me nya adwuma watenka
Oja.
Ajeta.
Enti no nyame hye obi bia from day one what me be see enne
onua,
menda makafu yi na da technical for ano
Wani.
Abraham
Oh, I don't know.
ta Naipen Winifred why be all the camera people
onua,
na menda my colleague presenters from TV3 to Nia to 3FM to Nia FM.
Onia machi
I
o.
want to thank you for this wonderful time we shared together.
Oja. Oja.
Wonderful time we will be sharing together. And there are greater days ahead of all of us. We got to be steadfast, stay strong, so we can push
onua,
the remains of the remaining up to the destination. My name is Blessed Godsbrin Smart, Chief Okoroha, Nyame bewu ansamewu, Kwadwo Smart, Captain Smart, na Yirinchi Kumeni Asebi, the general of morning shows in this country. I want to thank you for following me from wherever I have gone to. Maybe I'm a nyina wedi mechisa besine. I appreciate you and I love you. On this note, I want to announce this to your hearing
onua,
that I have renewed my contract to stay with Onia TV. But
onua,
when I say I've renewed my contract to stay with Onia, what you mean here? It is you that I'm talking about.
onua,
Wait.
Enye mre na eni kasema ewo ne se nso chato mu a ehia
Onyama achi o.
me ne wawie
onua
Yedwene mu wo.
me ne wawie na I am happy na the chance say yen ye co speed aya na isamoni catch him say captain o speed no ano den dodo and it's true me who the emfa me co speed a lot of people do not understand my speed. You may not actually understand me until you hear my very loud silence. Then you would appreciate that how we wish he was here or he were here. Now, me wo mbirika bi wo me ho a wan temase a unhu nipa ameyo ade a mechi e wo mabrabom ya ade a yeyo a enyeyi na me ya ade na yeyi ewi a I leave when the applause is loud.
onua
Onyama achi o.
Me ye kurase krache ekura na se pen ni nyina no me ho na wo me nam tworo
Gwen.
intino mamenda mo nyina se for your indulgence, for your passion, your compassion, your empathy, everything put together, that you wake up every other morning to come listen to me. Once again, let me thank the management of Media General for containing me. My speed is always supersonic. It's always supersonic. I am a fixer. I fix. I make sure the dead will rise. I always make sure that Adia I say no
onua
station atia to say tim bi aye ho so that is where I bring it up. If you say me ma me wo be no ye de Adia asay hye me bunkum na ye de ye ade bia asay hye me bunkum ni ye de so hye me nifa te de nifa no butu bunkum no so a
onua
behu say na fa ti Ghana for me da mo ase
Onyama achi
da mo
o.
ase baby ya bedru no eye
onua
obi mfa
Onyama achi o. Ye tie Captain Smart. O.
obafia
Kojo.
na nyame nhwira
I'm shy you know.
me yasa beja ho but ese beja ho
onua
Easy.
obi say captain you've caused fear and panic
Onyama achi o.
Dampare will come for you.
Gwen.
Obi so say MPP headquarters started celebrating.
Ajita.
Captain Smart, Onia TV, Onia Captain Smart, are you playing with us or you are serious? I am leaving.
Say they are a president.
Adwa September, fearless. Obi say, Nanado and Rebecca Akufo-Addo have stopped drinking their tea and they are jumping naked.
Ajita.
I salute you.
Onua.
done well.
Onua
Captain,
machi
don't break
o.
our hearts at Onia
Onua.
TV.
Ojai.
Kwabinake, he is going, oh God.
Gwen.
Evelyn Akofado. Hey! What at all are you saying, Nkrumah? Captain, don't break the hearts of Onia TV. Queen PB Abena was stressed on all these issues was out to us. And you friend is serious. A fear is down. Oh, Captain, why? We will call Dampari for you, Pe. Abe Davis, Apu, you are not going anywhere. We'll come and beat you.
Say they are entire president.
Gideon Boateng, we go follow you wherever you go.
Say they are entire president.
Captain, don't start this anymore. Please. Janet Ami, please don't leave us. Manson, Ann and Bernard, we will not allow you to go. Try and see. Tantra Hills, we know. Daddy Blessed Gospel General, Captain Smart, please don't leave. I am crying now, Captain.
Say they are entire
Don't cry.
president.
Yendi Kansik. Kofi Esiama Joseph, Captain, you stay here forever by force.
Ajita.
Adwa September, Captain, this one na be lie. You can lie.
Gwen.
Don't say that, General. The messages are many. But the truth of the matter is that there's a billboard in town. The face must show.
Onua.
Onua machi o.
There is a billboard in town. That face must show. Ghana is my priority.
Ghana for.
And West of Africa
Onua.
is my home.
Say they are entire president.
And Africa is my responsibility.
Onua.
Abandoning this is throwing away my divine call.
Ojai.
I know myself better than you do.
Wani.
You don't know me well.
Captain Smart, the
hear
king
things.
of morning shows.
You see things
Ojai.
and so many other things that you hear and you see about me.
Ojai.
I can authoritatively tell you 99.999% of all the things that you hear about me or you see about me are nothing but lies.
Onua.
I am one person that I do not even know myself 100%.
Onua machi
Because I
o.
carry metal and I carry stones. I carry
Onua.
sand and I carry water. It is difficult to know the mixture of these four.
Onua.
We have to save this country at all costs. And it would be a bash at my back.
But that is
And a
not my
bar
concern.
I cannot hold to survive
Ojai.
if I do not
Ojai.
quit to
Ojai.
save this country.
Ojai.
But that is not my concern.
I cannot always stay in my comfort zone.
Onua.
I cannot
Onua
always
machi
stay in
o.
my comfort
Yeah,
zone.
Captain Smart.
Sitting on air,
Ojai.
holding microphones,
Ojai.
being mic'd
Ojai.
is a comfort zone.
Ojai.
I want a bigger and the biggest task
Ojai.
the greatest task to prove to the world that once again the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Sir, Okunimu yedin denara kunim hini ye franka. The West ni yen kunim di ni ye franka. Enyen sani etono.
Gwen.
Sir, Okunimu yedin denara kunim hini ni ye franka. Yeri ko yenenim.
Ajita.
Yeri ko yenenim.
Ajita.
Yeri nsan ye chiarada. Yeri ko yenenim.
Onyamachi o.
Yeri ko yenenim. Kunini yen. You see, revolutions are brought about by men. By men who think as men of action and act as men of thought.
Onyamachi o.
Revolution or revolutions are brought about by men.
Onyamachi o.
By men who think as men of action and act as men of thoughts. I know it's very painful, but I can't help it.
Say they are president.
Because a state in the grip of neocolonialism is not master of its own destiny.
Onyamachi o.
The leaders we've had, they are sitting right in the midst of neocolonialism.
But that is not my
And
concern.
this is not anything good that can help us to master our destiny.
Money.
It is this factor which makes neocolonialism such a serious threat to the world of Ghana. The best way of learning is to be an independent sovereign state. Is to be an independent sovereign state. Ghana cannot always crawl under the feet. The left is not for us. The right is not for us. The front is against us. The back is against us. But we are sitting right in the middle, meaning that we are the people who can occasion the thinking of the four arms around us to make sure Ghana becomes a better place. I am not an African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born inside of me.
Say they are president.
Sitting here this morning, I face neither the east nor west. I face forward. And I want you to go with me so that we can build a Ghana that we are all looking for.
The battle has ended.
The forces that unite us are intrinsic and greater than
Ghana.
the superimposed influences that keep us apart.
Ghana.
Let's look at that particular intrinsic forces that keep us together.
Ghana.
We cannot sit down and watch our gold go.
Ghana.
We cannot sit down and watch our diamond die.
Ghana.
We cannot sit down and watch our oil poured away.
Ghana.
And we cannot sit down and watch our lithium light other people's light.
Ghana.
Action without thought is empty.
Ghana.
Thought without action is blind.
Ghana.
Never before in history has such a sweeping favor for freedom expressed itself in great mass movements
Follow Ghana.
which are driving down the bastions of empire. This wind of change blowing through this country, as I have said before, is no ordinary wind. It is a raging hurricane against which the old order cannot stand.
Onyamachi o. Yetie Captain Smart. Oja.
The great millions of Ghana
Ghana,
and of the whole entire world
Ghana.
have grown impatient
Ghana,
of being hewers
Ghana.
of wood and drawers of water,
Ghana,
and are rebelling against the
Ghana.
false belief that providence created
Captain
some to be menials of others.
King of morning shows.
Hence, the 21st century has become the century of colonial emancipation,
He is smart. He
the
is
century of continuing revelation,
Captain Smart.
which must finally witness the total liberation of Africa and Ghana from
Ghana,
colonial rule and imperialist exploitation.
He is smart.
All the fair words spoken about freedom
Smart. The king
by our current politicians that had been broadcast to the four corners of the earth took seed and grew where they had not been intended.
the battle
You are
has
poor,
ended.
I am poor. You are hungry, I am hungry.
Captain Smart.
No water, no road, no
Ghana.
nothing.
King of morning shows.
We cannot sit down and again watch the perpetration of crime
Ghana,
to continue.
Ghana,
The world may not understand today. You may not understand today. But with passion and emotions,
Smart.
I want to sound this to
King of
you
morning shows.
that the face will show.
the battle has ended.
Before slavery was practiced in the New World,
Your beloved
there was
country
no special designation of Africans.
is free forever.
Travelers to this continent describe the inhabitants in their records with natural curiosity and examination to be expected of individuals coming from different environments. It was when slave trade and
Ghana.
slavery began to develop ghastly proportions that made them the base of that capital accumulation, which assisted the rise of Western industrialism. That a new attitude towards African emerged. Slavery in the Caribbean has been too narrowly identified with the man of color. But the man of color is supposed to have been our slave, rather. We sat down, we refused to think,
Onyamachi o.
and we allowed these people to take over our treasure.
Yedwini mu wo.
There are trees, but we still cannot find shade. There is gold, but we still cannot go. We have diamond, but we're still dying. That I cannot sit and allow it to go again. A racial twist has thereby been given to what is basically an economic phenomenon.
Ghana,
Slavery was not born
Ghana,
of racism. Rather, racism was the consequences of slavery.
Ghana. Your beloved
With this
country
racial twist was invented by the myth of color inferiority.
Ghana,
We are no more
Ghana,
going to sit.
Ghana.
We are no more
Ghana.
going to lie.
Ghana.
We are not no more
Ghana.
going to stand
Ghana.
and allow and watch our
Ghana.
instinct to pose inferiority color to us.
Ghana,
This myth, supported by the subsequent rape of our continent
Ghana,
with its despolitization and continuing exploitation
Ghana.
under the advanced forms of colonialism and
Ghana.
imperialism.
Ghana. There is a new African in the world.
I have said, and let me repeat,
Ghana,
practice without thoughts is blind.
Ghana,
Thought without practice is empty.
Ghana.
If we are to achieve revolutionary socialism, then we must avoid any suggestion that will imply that there is any separation between socialist world and a third world.
Onyamachi o. Yetie Captain
The
Smart.
traditional face of Africa includes an attitude
Ghana,
towards man, which can only be described in its social manifestation as being socialist. Some claim to be Democrat. Some who claim to be socialists. Some
Onyamachi o.
are capitalists. Some are totalitarians. Some are whatever. They are all practicing all forms of government. But there is no better form of government where the people, when they are hungry, they get food. When they are thirsty, they have water. When they don't have roads, they get roads. They have everything. The best form of government is when the people are provided with the things they are always asking and looking for.
There is a new African in the world. That new African is ready to fight his own battle. And
This arises from the fact that man is regarded in Africa as primarily a spiritual being, a being endowed originally with a certain inward dignity, integrity, and value.
Africa is
It stands refreshingly opposed to the Christian idea of the original sin and degradation of man. If by their fruit we shall know them, they must first grow. the fruit.
Onyamachi o. Yetie Captain Smart.
If nobody can see the fruit,
Ojai.
then you don't know the people.
Ojai.
Why can't we grow our gold?
Ojai.
Why can't we grow our diamond?
Ojai.
Why can't we grow our lithium?
Ojai.
Why can't we grow our oil? Why can't we grow all the natural resources given to us by God? If by their fruits we shall know them, they must first grow their fruits. We must first grow our fruits. Why do we have very arable lands, but we are still hungry? For this end, Africa needs a new type of citizen, a dedicated, modest,
Ojai.
honest, and informed man. A man submerges self in service to the nation and mankind. A man who abhors greed and detests vanity. A new type of man whose humility is his strength and whose integrity is his greatness. This is what I came and I have returned to offer to this country.
Captain
A man
Smart,
who abhors
the
greed
king of morning
and
shows.
detests vanity. A new type of a man whose humility is his strength and whose integrity is his greatness.
your beloved country is free forever.
Even the cinema stories of fabulous Hollywood are loaded.
Ghana.
One has only to listen to the cheers of an African audience as Hollywood heroes slaughter Red Indians or Asiatics to understand the effectiveness of this weapon.
Ghana.
For in the developing continents, where the colonialist heritage has left a vast majority still illiterate, even the smallest child gets the message contained in the blood and tender stories emanating from California.
Onyamachi o.
And along with
Yetie
murder
Captain Smart. Ojai.
and the wild West goes an incessant barrage of anti-socialist propaganda in which the trade union man, the revolutionary, or the man of dark skin is generally cast as the villain, whilst the policeman, the gun, the shoe, the federal giant in a unite now or perish. Those who will judge us merely by the heights we have achieved will do well to remember the depths from which we started. One day the world will hear, the world will speak, the world will listen, the world will gather, and the world will sound it loud that a man lived and he made Africa great. The return is here. The return is now. 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 The independence of all the regions of Ghana will continuously be meaningless unless it is linked with the total liberation of the people that live in this country, that they can access water, proper education, good health care, quality roads, that the people of this country will live a quality life once again. The return is here. And the return is now. Finally, we have awakened. We will not sleep anymore. We have awakened. And we will not sleep anymore. We have awakened. And we will not sleep anymore. It is good to sleep. Because doctors will tell you sleep will give you strength. But sleep is for the weak. We have awakened. We will not sleep anymore. It is good to sleep. After hard day's work, you have to rest. But sleep is for the weak. When you are weak, you sleep. That is why still you can find people on the surface of this earth who can stand on their feet and cook for 24 hours without sleeping. But even the consumers and the eaters will be sleeping after the food. But the person who was cooking the food was still on her feet or on his feet for 24 hours. Sleep is for the weak. We have awakened. And we will not sleep anymore. The time has come. The time has come. The time is here. That face must show. Unemployment is not inevitable. Neither is it currently necessary. We don't need unemployment. The youth must rise. The youth must have jobs to do. Yes, I agree. Unemployment is not inevitable. Many countries in the world, they still have people who are still not employed. Neither unemployment is it currently necessary. We don't need that. I am not a Ghanaian because I was born in Ghana. But because Ghana was born inside of me, the return is here. And the return is now. The return is here. And the return is now. Ghana must move. Ghana must go. When we go, the others will follow.
Ghana, your beloved country.
People are great.
Forever.
And people are capable of great things when they have the belief in themselves and the will to work. Are you ready to work? People are capable of great things when they have the belief in themselves and the will to work. Are you ready to work?
The king of morning shows.
And let me say finally, that change, experience has shown that change, when it is denied or too long delayed, violence will break out here and there. Not that men planned or willed it, but the accumulated grievances will erupt with volcanic fury. We see ourselves that we are far behind. We see ourselves that we have been thrown out of joint, sent into the deep sea, unseen and unnoticed. But I am here to sound it to your hearing that in the word behind, there's a B. There's a hand that can hold our hands and help us to become good people. My countrymen, we have to be serious. Countrymen and women, fellow Africans, the call is back today. And the call is on. The passion for action is on today. And we need this blazing fire to hold us together. Let's also ban corruption. Let's ban greed. Let's ban the things that is helping and energizing other factors to kill our joy.
Onua machi o.
We may not be able to survive. We may not be able to answer to our Maker. If we continuously sit down, put our hands somewhere, and expect somebody to come and do it for us.
When
The fire for action is now. The flame for victory is on now. This is the time that we all should do. We face a challenge and a danger that the dominant capitalist class is united internationally to prevent the making of a new Ghana. We got to build a new Ghana. I shall not rest. You may think I am dead, but I am still on. I shall not rest until Ghana is free and united
Ghana.
under the leadership of its own people
Your beloved
to make
country
Ghana a better place.
is free.
I am not a prophet of doom. I am a messenger, a servant, and a leader to lead, to emancipate this country to the promised land. It may sound weird and it may sound wild. It may sound not possible, but I want to tell you that whatever you are thinking that is not possible, that seed is growing. That flower is on, and the world will come and pollinate from this same flower. Stay and don't run. For Ghana, your time is here and now. I am out.
Ghana.
Thank you.